There's already tons of indie games that are just not as good that are out there. Release something that you know you're proud of. If you're not sure of it yet, just put it on itch.io. There's nothing wrong. Itch.io, you can put it for sale, right? Or if not, leave it for free. Get like a little small demo, put it on the web, see what people think. Some people will say, you know what, there's a bug here, there's a bug here, or this has potential to be a bigger game. And then from there, you can learn from it, right? It's not a duel. I know it's better to make money from a game, but don't release like things that you probably won't make too much from it. You're better off accepting donations, right? If you have a cool game, you might as well make it free and get donations. Believe it or not, I get donations for my free games, right? I get lots of donations that come in. There's people that like my stuff and they say, hey, here's $10, here's $5, here's something for your thing. If people will like your project, they will contribute to it. They will help you out, and they will indeed say, you know what, I like this. Or you can do a Kickstarter, which helps out too. I don't know. I think beyond game jams, I think itch.io serves no purpose for me. I need to create a Steam game. It takes a long process though. It takes a while to make a Steam game. Yeah, obviously you can release it. You can put it on Steam. It's no problem. You can just say, hey guys, look, I have a Steam game. You can always brag and say, look, I have a cool Steam game up there, and people will like it. Yeah. What project did you get most money from? I'm willing to bet it's Town of Poe. You know what? It was Oh Shit Boulder. I got more donations from Oh Shit Boulder. Not Town of Poe. I got maybe actually, you know what? From Town of Poe, I got like maybe $2. A game I made for free that a lot of people liked. I only got like maybe $2 from some person. But another game I made, Oh Shit Boulder, I got more donations from. And I got more purchases from other games too. Ironically, the $1 game I have, the Asteridium, the $1, I got a few purchases too. I think I got like $10 from that one. I think I bought. No, it was for free, dude. I had it for free. Oh shit, Boulder, Asteridium. I think you're thinking. I had the Asteridium game. You know what? It's funny. I got some money from that one, and another one I got was another free game. It was the Trick or Treat Battlegrounds. I got money from that. I got $20 from that one too. So yeah, this is what I mean. I surprisingly some people like it, some don't. Yeah, I from another game I did from a little shooter game. I got $20. I got 10 from one person, and then I got five from another, and then five from another donation. So you never know, right? For me, I was surprised. I was like, wow, I got donations. So you never know. I think if people support your project and they really like what you're making, you can get some money. And then that way you kind of get incentive to start thinking what you can make. Free games, small free games are pretty good. Don't neglect small free games. You often see surprises from it. Um, Obviously, you can get some advertisement that helps too, but you can also just put a Patreon page for your free game. So you can do something like I'm doing, releasing a game every month, releasing bigger projects. Some are for free, some I have for sale. And then you can kind of like change it that way, right? And then you get donations or you get Patreon help, right? Say you got a small web page, free games, you get Patreon money too as well. So it's nothing bad, right? You can do that way. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They want to support your project and they say, wow, you're doing a really cool job. Let me give you some incentive, right? Same with Twitch. Like when you people subscribe to Twitch, right? You're technically doing this for free. I mean, who cares? You're talking, right? When they people subscribe, that money, half of it goes to you and the other half goes to Twitch. You get no ads, but right now they're gonna make it where you don't have to put it in. You can be just more of an incentive that way. So you see about having donation goal for 4K to get my tooth pulled. Well, that's more of a personal donation. You can do that, I guess. Yeah. How important do you think it is to have your own URL? I like having my own URL. I have my own website. I thought about putting my games in there. The only problem is I have to get more people to go in there. It is a good idea. You can put ads, so you get a free game, and if you get the revenue from people to go into the website, you can get revenue from it from ads. If you get a really good game, addictive game, you can kind of like make something and have some ads on it. Yeah, because I know mobile games can be a pain too for ads. You have to develop it, you have to pay. It's really difficult sometimes to do mobile games. But if you do a web page game on your own website, that's a lot better. Much, much better. Yeah. It just looks like portfolio. Are you concerned that your employers know that it looks like you're job searching? Not really. My employers, my where I work, they know. I already told them, hey, by the way, I have a hobby. I make games. It's like, oh, okay, no problem. And they asked me, have you made any money from it? It's like, yeah, a little bit. Not enough to quit my job. All right, maybe like for gas money, right? Groceries, like monthly groceries, I can probably do get away with. It's something, but it's not nothing. I think when you mix it with Twitch and YouTube and gaming, you kind of get like a nice combination of things. You can do a little bit of projects here. You can do a little projects there. I think in my case, obviously my employer can't really do anything. They know it's a hobby, all right, and I make some sort of money from it. They're like, okay, it's not a big deal. It's not a concern over us, right? And especially where I work, they're like, you're more than likely not gonna match what we make. Yeah, it's true. I'm probably not gonna make as much, but yeah, it's not a big deal. For usually for an employer aspect, they don't think they're gonna be a big deal. Like, oh no, you can't do that. Obviously, if it's something related, say if you work for a AAA company, then yes, maybe they might make something out of it, right? Maybe you'll make a game, and maybe that could be their game idea. But if it's something not related, so you're working a call center or you're working for me like data engineering or data, .NET application development, probably if it's nothing game development, I don't think anybody's gonna care. Yeah, not from me, anyways. My managers don't care that much. They're like, oh, okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I tell them, oh, because they see this mic. They go, oh, you do podcasts and stuff like that? Yeah, I do game development. And I was like, oh, wow, cool. Do you make any money? Some money. Okay, no big deal. One day you become rich from making a game that hits big. Yep, hopefully. Like I said, if I hit the lottery, then yeah. I think it's kind of like telling your employers, by the way, do you play the lottery? And if you tell them, yeah, like, oh, you can't do that. What if you win the lottery? Same thing, right? That's the same thing with game development. What if I won the lottery with a game? It's the same exact thing. Yeah, same exact process. I'm sure most people, if they play the lottery and they win, maybe they'll probably go up to work. I think I'll probably still do if I won the lottery, the game dev lottery, right? And that's the same thing. Yeah, I don't think anyways, for my aspect, my players aren't too worried about it. Yeah, I already told everybody about it. It's like, oh, what do you do? Twitch streaming, and I do game development. Oh, cool. Yeah, that sort of thing. Nobody's really ever made a big deal about it. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing about doing your game like that. Money shouldn't always be the main objective when it comes to making games like this. Just do it for the fun of it. Maybe you'll create like a cool game. Maybe you do something really fun people will like. You never know, right? It's always good to have like donation thing open, Patreon or donation, right? You never know. Like I said, I never expected donations from other smaller games. Like, wow, this person donated. So really, thank you, right? It's like, I really liked your game. I had a really good time. Thank you for making it short. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. So yeah, you never know. It's like I said, if people really like it, then you can make the bigger version. Yeah, you can create like a Kickstarter, and then you can get some money, and then make the big project, and then you can make good money from it. All right, that's my thought on it. Hopefully, I didn't talk too much, but I like talking too, so it's all good. Yeah, one day we will make something. It's kind of like the same thing with arts, right? Like Michelangelo, Leonardo, right? All those artists. I know AIE is mentioned that he wishes he can be someone like that. Where you can have Patreons. Well, you have Patreon website. You can do that, right? And maybe somebody one day someone will say, you know what? I like this. Here's like a monthly thing. Hopefully you can do more projects. You never know. Yeah? Maybe it's not one person. Maybe it could be various of kind of like Patreons that can donate to you. Yeah, like I said, don't worry. I have my Patreon. Here, I'll show you guys. On my main webpage on itch.io, my Patreon's right here. So I have it here. Yeah, if you want to donate, no problem. If you don't want to donate, not a problem. My games are here. They're in there. I might make this game free. I'll probably take off the $1 thing. Yeah, I'm not getting any money from it. I'll probably make it WebGL free. And we can put it in here into these games. Now, a lot of people go, wow, you got a lot of games. Like, yep, you can play whatever you like. Yeah. So, yeah, I would say definitely leave this donation in here. Don't be embarrassed by it. Honestly, if people like it, cool. Yep. Just put in their Patreon if you want to help me out make more games. Right? Yeah, you're not asking for a handout. You're just asking if you would like to contribute. Let me know. There you go. I see you have some cool games. Yeah, see? I have cool games. And if you guys want to contribute, you're more than welcome. If not, don't worry about it. Yep, it's never a problem. It should be optional, right? It should be something you want to do. If not, it's okay. We're gonna do this box here. It's a similar Twitch, right? When you subscribe to Twitch to somebody, you don't go, oh, I'm gonna do the Twitch just because I'm whatever, right? You do it because you like the person, right? Or you like what their content they're making. I already gave I already have give you some bits. Yeah, there you go. Bits. I'm rich now. Shulduck gave me bits. Not too many people give me bits. When you do, I appreciate it. That's 30 cents for me. Or whatever cents. I removed a bunch of my games because I felt like the number of games was vanity. Like superficial. Number of follows, etc. doesn't really mean anything. Some people it does. Like, have you noticed on Twitch? Usually you go to like the big follower Twitch numbers. Like if a person has 0 viewers, like maybe not too many people are gonna like it. Right? But if a person has maybe, 3 or or more, they go, let's see what this guy has. Right? Obviously big streamers are on the top on Twitch. So yeah, numbers do matter. They do matter a lot. Makes it more visible to see. Right? People will notice bigger sort of game devs in that way. And the idea is just to get people to go to your website. Right? Try out a bunch of games. Because I usually get a lot of traffic. I get people playing my games. Like on Twitch, I always get people playing it. Like, let me see what this guy has. That sort of thing. Yeah, it's good. It's nothing bad. I don't think it's vanity. I think it's more feeding into, checking out what you have. You're going to have also a good self-esteem for that. Right? You can't like people say, oh yeah, you're so vain. No, not necessarily mean. Right? Sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish in life. Alright? Nothing personal against it. Right? Doesn't mean you're narcissistic or anything. You're just showing off what your project you have. You're showing the world what you can do. Right? I think more games, the better. Just like YouTuber videos and stuff like that. Yeah. Obviously, if it's bad games, and then you feel like, oh, this game's crap, I can take it off. I don't get too many views, and you can do that. But if you feel like some games are pretty good and you get more audience, then just leave it, right? Just leave it in there. Like I keep my the games that I have, one of my first 3 games, just so people can say, oh, here's my crappy game. My first Unity game is hidden, only because I'm not proud of it. Okay, then that's fair. Right, if it's something you're not proud of, then yeah, you don't have to put it in. Obviously, you wanna like keep stuff that you're kind of proud of. Never let anybody tell you, oh, you're just being egoistic or you're kind of putting junk out there. No, in that case, if you feel like it has views and people are playing your game, then put it out there. Because you never know. Maybe some guy's gonna come in and say, you know what? I can see all the dedication you put into this game. I'm gonna donate, X amount of dollars, or I'm gonna do your Patreon thing here. So yeah, put it in there, grow your portfolio, put games that you think are good, and you don't have to worry about it. I don't fault people for being proud of shitty games, but we just become a number, and that number is just vanity. Like, I make 100 games. See, yeah, half of those games might be crap. Even they count anymore. Even the ones that are crap could count at something, because eventually those crappy games you can make into better games. You can, let's say for example, you have one crappy game and you go, oh man, this game is crap, but it has potential. You can make out of it something out of it, and remake it into something better because of your learning experience. Maybe you make it into 3D instead of 2D, or instead of doing some sort of aspect, you can change it around. All right, and it could be kind of like you can say the child of the parent. You know how you have your kind of like what's it called I don't know, like your legacy sort of thing. You can keep it as your legacy. One bad game that turned into a good game. That happens a lot, right? And I always kind of bring up Angry Birds. How Angry Birds is technically a triple shape boring game, and they just turned it into an Angry Bird, right? And that's what I mean. Shitty games could turn into bigger games, and then they can kind of evolve in that sense. Yeah, maybe you can keep some of them hidden. The ones that you're not really proud of, you go, oh, this game kind of sucked, right? You can hide some of those. Not too many people are playing it. Okay, hide those. But the ones that you think have potential, like, oh, you know what? This one has good potential. I'm going to leave it out there. Keep those in there. Because you never know. Maybe somebody might say, oh, I want to try it. Like maybe Ocean Boulder. That one's one people go to, right? Some of these, like this one pieced together, people liked. This one, the puzzle game, people like that one too. All right, there's a couple of these games that I made, like I think it was this Tiny Ship Warfare. People really like this one. A lot of people really like this one, right? And then the one I made was for the Halloween one. Was this one? Where is it? This Trick or Treat Battlegrounds. People like this one. This is the one I got most donations from. Never really expected from it. Yeah, donations, believe it or not. Yeah, people really liked it, and I got donations from it. Or if you want a crafting game, you can make a crafting. Roguelike games, right? Turn-based games. There might be a few can probably turn off. Like this one, people didn't like this one that much. I could probably hide it, right? Or maybe like these ones that I'm proud of. My first type of weekly game jams, so I can say, this is how far I progressed. Or maybe a 3-hour game jam. So you can say, what have you done? Oh, wow, 3-hour game jam. Impressive. That sort of thing. Yeah. You got to remember, you might have a crappy game you think is crappy. Then one day is just a hit and people love it and became a millionaire from it. You never know. Maybe someone says, you know what, this game's kind of crappy, but it has potential. And then you polish it a little bit more and you change it around from the skills that you learned and you can turn it into something good. Obviously, you need to start over. Sometimes you need to start over and do something else. But yeah, learn from your mistakes. I think that's the best way I put it. You learn a lot from the mistakes you make, and you can, later on come back and say, oh, you know what? I learned from this mistake. Let me try this. Let me try this new aspect of it. And the idea is to get good player feedback. And the more you get of it, the better.